Jine mera dil lutiya, jine menu mar sutiya, I have the shotgun and the pilot goes and he puts the helicopter sideways and back on and I almost dropped everything. Rana, Ranbir, like Arshi Khatkar, like Arshi. Oh my God, Arshi is amazing. You met Jazzy B? And they were so impressed. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, and he was singing this song to me and stuff. He was like, Jazzy B sang for you? And I was like, yeah. They had like a whole team that would come over with us every day to set up a whole kitchen and cook on set every day. The scenery is all white and it's obviously not fake snow. That comes with minus 17, minus 25, minus 24. Every single day was changing. This is a movie that is completely different than everything else that has been ever shown in Punjabi movies.
Hello everyone, you're watching Prime Asia TV. This is Tuba Anjum Hashmi from Vancouver studio, and it is a matter of pride for me that today we have a very special guest in our studio today. He's from the cast of a movie Snowman. The movie Snowman, which is going to be released on 2nd of December, and this movie has generated a lot of excitement with more than 7.2 million views on its trailer on YouTube. This movie is introducing Arshi Khatkar. Well, the director Arshi Khatkar has worked really hard on this movie, and along with Neeru Bajwa, Jazzy B, Gippy Garewal and Rana Ranbir. It will definitely be a treat for your eyes if you're going to watch it in your cinema on 2nd of December. And we have one of the star of this movie in our studio today. Please, I'm going to introduce you Chris, who is the cop in this movie, and his name is Fabian. He's handsome, he's good looking, and he is present in our studio today. Hi Fabian, thank you so much for coming to our studio today.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Yes, you know what? I was thinking that how was your experience working in this movie?
Oh wow. So to be honest, it was the first Punjabi movie that I was in. I was playing a cop. I've been cast as a cop quite a few times in different Punjabi projects after that one. So obviously I did pretty well, hopefully, but we'll let people judge that for themselves. It was very interesting because arriving to set, I didn't know pretty much of anyone. I knew that it was a pretty big project. I knew that there was a lot of secrecy around the story and what was happening. It was interesting that we were given the script, for example, on the day, and we had to learn the lines on the day because they didn't want people that were filming other things in other parts of Canada to know what the whole story is, to keep it in secret because of, plot twists and stuff like that. The first day I arrive and I meet this guy. It's Rana Ranbir, and he was super funny. Yes. And
he has written the movie. Rana Ranbir is amazing, very talented.
Oh my God, yeah, I didn't know about him, and like I show up and I'm like, who's this guy? And made me laugh the whole time that I was there. He's so nice. Oh, he's so nice. And after that, actually, when I went home, I went on Netflix and I put his name, and I'm like, wow. Like, this is a big guy.
He is.
Like he's small, but he's big.
Absolutely.
He's such a nice guy, and he's done so many amazing projects that I didn't even know about. And then, I'm play a detective that works alongside with Jazzy B. My character is Chris, and when we were on set, as you know by the trailer and everything, this is filmed all in the snow in BC. And we were inside the car sometimes with the heat on for hours as they were setting up cameras and lights. So I'm sitting next to this guy and I think he's an actor. And I'm like, okay, nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Jazzy B. And I'm like, that's a very interesting name for I'm like, are you an actor? He's like, well, I'm actually a singer. I'm like, what kind of stuff have you? And he started like showing me in all the songs, and I started looking at all the views and all the Spotify stuff, and I'm like, this is a big guy, and I didn't even know about this guy, which is amazing because I'm from Argentina and we have really big actors that for us are really big, and then outside of the country, they're not that well known. But over and over, like now, because of how the world works and how movies get distributed, the rest of the world are starting to know this local talent that it's like making it out. And I'm sure this is one of those movies that are gonna make people like Jazzy, Rana, and everything that are household names in Punjab and other places are gonna, explode also to other cultures. Because this movie is amazing. The way it's done, the director of photography is amazing, Jay Vincent. The way he sees the world and how he captures it, you're gonna be able to see in the movie. It's amazing what he does.
Absolutely, I can't wait. It is going to be released on 2nd of December, directed by Arshi Khatkar, written by Rana, Ranbir, and has been acted by so many beautiful stars. And Fabian, I would like to ask my next question. What was your most memorable experience in this movie? Because this movie has been shot below minus 36 degree of weather. Can you believe? Like, it's that cold?
Well, probably that's the most memorable thing, the cold. Because if you see a lot of the scenes, it's outside. We're on crime scenes, as you can see in the trailer. We're always outside, and the scenery is all white, and it's obviously not fake snow. That comes with minus 17, minus 25, minus 24. Every single day was changing, and sometimes we would get snowstorms. That obviously is one of the things that I remember the most. But I think the most memorable one is we were filming in an area in Hope, and we had all these vehicles and team and cameras and rigs and like a large amount of people involved in this scene. And I didn't even know about it, but all of a sudden this helicopter just shows up out of nowhere and lands right in front of us. So they tell us, okay, and you can see in one of the posters from the movie that it's Jazzy B and I were on that helicopter.
Yes, it's a deadly, amazing scene.
Oof, it's so good, and you're gonna see it. Nothing is fake in that. Everything was done. The snow that it's falling, the amount of snow, the snowstorm that we got on that day for that scene just happened naturally, and it was perfect.
Perfect, yes.
Oh my God. And they tell me, okay, you have to be, on the helicopter, you're gonna have the shotgun, we're gonna be doing this stuff. And we sit on the helicopter. Obviously, you have like a lot of, security measures and everything.
Were you scared to get on a helicopter? Are you scared of heights?
I had never been on a helicopter before.
Oh, really? It was your first experience.
Honest.
Amazing. That's beautiful.
So when I saw it, I was like, well, that's so cool. But then when they told me, you have to get on the helicopter, I was scared, 100%.
Wow.
Because it's something, I had never done. So I didn't know what to expect, right? Obviously, it's very different than being on a plane, and also in the middle of a storm. I was freaking out a little bit. So they told me, okay, it's you, and I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to be like, well, is there any way you can put someone else? No. I was like, yeah, sure. What else do you need? Oh, you have the shotgun? Sure, shotgun. It doesn't matter. Okay, close the door, put the harness and everything, and then let's rehearse it, right? So I get out. I open the door, I take the harnesses and everything, I grab the shotgun, I get out of the helicopter, and I was like, it's taking too long. We have to tweak this, we have to make something so it looks better and it's faster, because you arrive and if there's a bad guy somewhere, he's gone by the time you get out of the helicopter, right? So he points at the pilot and he's like, can we just take the doors off?
Wow.
And I was very surprised by how fast they did that. He went, yes. And he just took the door off.
Oh, cool, because it's detachable.
Yeah, they're detachable. For some reason, very easily detachable.
Beautiful.
And all of a sudden I'm there, obviously afraid of what's about to happen, and now I don't even have a door next to me. So we are like, okay, let's rehearse it without a door. And there was Jazzy and I, both of us, we don't have the doors. He's not complaining, I'm not complaining either. We got, we take off the harness, we get out of the helicopter, and he's like, you know what, it's still taking a bit too long. And I'm like, what else can we do? He's like, well, he tells the pilot, is it okay if they only have one harness? You don't really need all three, because it's just such a short flight and everything. So I say, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
So he's like, okay, just don't even put those ones, just put this one on. I'm like, okay, fine. You know, I take it off with one finger because it's super easy to take off, and I get out. He's like, you know what? It's still something is not right, and I'm already like, what do you mean something? What else can we do to make it? It's like, well, how about if you take one of your legs and you put it outside of the helicopter, and you're pretty much half of your body's out of the helicopter, and you have the shotgun in your hands, and by the moment that we land, you take off the seatbelt, and you already are out of the helicopter. And I was like, okay, this sounds okay now, but once that I'm flying and I'm coming down in the middle of the snowstorm like that, I was definitely worried.
Beautiful. Oh my God.
But the footage is amazing. Right. So that's all that matters in the end, that we did it. And you know, sometimes you have to take that fear, put it away somewhere else, and be like, you know what, I'm gonna trust the pilot. And of course, once that we were up there, I see that Jazzy B tells something to the pilot, and the pilot smiles, and I'm like, okay, well, he told him that I'm scared of, you know, a little bit afraid of this, like to do it nicely. So we're getting ready, and we have everything, and we're up, and we can see everything is white. We couldn't see anything.
Beautiful,
it was amazing.
The snow, yes.
We're already flying up there. I have the shotgun, and the pilot goes, and he puts the helicopter sideways and back on, and I almost dropped everything just to scare me, just to be funny.
Yes.
And they were laughing super hard. And I said many things that I can't say right now. I cursed. I said many bad words. Wow, beautiful. I was very scared.
So you had just all beautiful experiences in one movie. Amazing. So much learning as well, right?
Yes, a lot of learning, a lot of, you know, new experiences, a lot of amazing people that I got to meet that I didn't even know existed or hadn't even heard about before, like Gipi, like Neeru, like Rana, Ranbir, like Arshi Khatkar, like Arshi. Oh my God, Arshi is amazing.
Arshi's amazing, you know. Even his overall attitude, it actually looks like a hero. You know, he has that swag, the natural aura. I feel like, wow, you are really perfect for this role.
Yeah, it was like I looked up, you know, different things, and I like sat down and talked with Rana and with him and everything, and just his attitude towards like the movie and everything. It's very impressive.
It is impressive, and you know the meaning of an impressive movie when you are involved watching that movie. Your emotions are connected. You're laughing with that movie, and you're absorbing all the experience. And while watching your scene of helicopter, because I watched a few scenes, and I was so involved in the scene, I was like, wow, this is so incredible. Like, you know, I was really impressed with the direction, and of course you're acting in it. So your role is amazing in the movie.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And now on a lighter note, I would like to ask you about your experience working in Punjabi cinema, because it is your first experience, as you mentioned, working with superstars. And I must say that you are very lucky as well, because you have got this chance to work with the superstars of Punjabi industry like Jazzy B, Neeru Bajwa, Gippy Garewal, Khatkar, Arshi Khatkar. I mean, it is just an amazing experience. So overall, what is your take on Punjabi culture, Punjabi lifestyle? Maybe you have enjoyed some food on sets of the movie.
Oh, wow. Food was amazing. They had like a whole team that would come over with us every day to set up a whole kitchen and cook on set every day, different kinds of Punjabi food that I had never even heard about. I don't do great with spicy food, but I still ate it because it was so tasty. I was like, oh my God, I don't care. I was like, like sweating, but enjoying it still.
You were
it was
sweating
so
after
good.
eating that spicy food.
Yes. I mean, for you, like some of that food, you're used to it. So, but I'm not used to it, and I was sweating every single day. And they were like, oh, do you want us to make something special for you? I'm like, no. I'll enjoy it how it's supposed to be enjoyed, right? Don't make it less spicy for me. And then you know, the tea and everything. I made amazing friends because everyone was so friendly. Everyone really worked as a team, from the person that drove the band to everyone just, you know, setting up the cameras and bringing out everyone, production assistants, everyone was amazing.
And if your work environment is positive, you like working a lot, you enjoy working there because people are supportive, they are taking care of your different needs on sets.
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing your behind the scenes experiences. And then I would like to ask you one thing. Like you are presenting a cop in the movie, right?
Yeah.
A cop role. So did you do any kind of fitness regime for that, to be fit or to look extra cool on the screen, because you're actually looking cool? So
thank you so much. I had to hit the gym a bit harder for a while to bulk up and to look like, you know, more imposing on camera. Of course, also the camera, you know, helps. Depending on the angles and everything, makes you look cooler and bigger. And also the cop outfit, it's also, right. But yeah, I had to hit the gym extra hard for it. That's why I also, on that film, I look bigger than I do right now, because I was going really hard at it.
Beautiful.
But yeah, it was mostly just food and gym.
Beautiful. That's impressive. And next question is, since you have worked with Jazzy B, and he's very famous in Punjabi cinema in terms of songs. I mean, Jazzy B is very famous. So can you please sing a couple of lines from his song? Any famous song you like?
Why did I know?
Because you know, so many Punjabis are watching you.
I knew that someone someday was going to ask me something like that. Like, can you sing Jazzy B?
Yes, because our people are going to love it.
Yeah, the fun thing is that while we were there, and he was playing his songs in the car, because I was asking him, and he was like singing some of the songs, and then I was telling my neighbors who are Punjabi, and I was like, oh yeah, today I was filming this movie with Jazzy B, and they were like, you know, you met Jazzy B? And they were so impressed. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, and he was singing this song to me and stuff. And he was like, Jazzy B sang for you? And I was like, yeah. I mean, but I didn't get those first few days that I was on set, how big these people are. So for me, I was talking, well, oh no, I was on set and I met this person, everything's normal for me. And they were like losing their mind. And the one that I do remember, because I think we played a few times, and then when my neighbor, they had a wedding and they were also playing that song. It's, which is in it? It's Jine mera dil lutia, Jine menu mar sutia, and then it keeps going.
I cannot believe that you sang so well. Yeah. That means you can actually sing Punjabi lines. That's beautiful.
If one day I get to go to Punjab and have to learn my lines, I would do it. It sounds amazing, the language, and I fell in love with the people, so someday I'm going to have to go.
If you're going to go to Punjab and sing in this swag, in this style, so many girls are going to watch you. You will be a treat for their eyes.
That's very nice of you to say. I have to go now, I guess.
All right. Thank you so much, Fabienne. And any message would you like to give to our audience? To our watchers, they are watching you and they would like to listen your message. What are you going to tell them?
This is a movie that is completely different than everything else that has been ever shown in Punjabi movies, and you really need to come watch it. Bring everyone that you know, because it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience that probably more movies of this genre are gonna come out, but this is the first one. The way it was filmed, how it was filmed, and the amount of love and passion that went into it are unsurmountable. You need to watch it.
Beautiful. Even I am impressed with his speech. So you please must go and watch on your cinemas on 2nd of December. Movie is Snowman, and we will be waiting anxious for you. So thank you so much everyone for watching Prime Asia TV. This was our guest Fabienne as a Chris in movie Snowman, and you're going to watch this beautiful face on big screen on 2nd of December. So make sure you don't miss it. Keep watching Prime Asia TV, and I'm going to just sign off here. So thank you so much and keep watching Prime Asia TV. This is Tubanjum Hashmi signing off from Vancouver studio, and keep watching Prime Asia. Tuhada apna tuhade lai. Thank you.